Hey YouTube! So much happened this weekend. Let's start off with Fergie at the All-Star game. So this was All-Star weekend, and I didn't watch the game, of course, but I watched all the musical acts. Well, as an honorable mention, before we get into the real reason why I'm here, did y'all see Bergie? See, I messed up her name just like she messed up the national anthem. Yes, Fergie, like completely butchered that song. Like, they should have just played a CD. They really should have. But anywho, that's beyond the point, okay? The real reason why we're here, one, I want you to subscribe, and two, Black Panther. Like, for what other reason would we be here? Like, people are like, oh yeah, I saw 50 Shades of Grey this weekend, and I'm like, what? Like, that's not even important, okay? Black Panther was the movie of the year already, and it's already February. Like, I'm already putting my vote. I don't care what else comes out, okay? Now, just I waited on purpose to do this video because I didn't want to like accidentally give away any spoilers. I feel as though it's Wednesday. You should go see it if you haven't seen it by now. But I will try my hardest to not give away any spoilers of the movie. But just my personal review of the movie, I absolutely, positively, with everything in me, loved that movie. Okay? And some people at my job asked me, okay, did you like the movie because you liked it or just because you're like black and it's like black pride? No, that has nothing to do with anything. Like, it does have a little bit to do with it. But me and my husband go and see Marvel movies all the time. We go and see like all of the comic book movies, whether it's DC Comics or it's Marvel, whatever. So I already like storylines and those things. And I felt like what they did with the Black Panther movie as far as giving us the storylines from the beginning all the way through the end and allowing us to see different perspectives, it was amazing. Um, I noticed a lot of people that went to go see Captain America Civil War, I believe, you saw like a little bit of Black Panther like towards the end of that movie. Okay, so we knew Black Panther would eventually come to the screen one day. We just didn't know when. But he showed up and completely showed out this past weekend. I live in Kansas. Theaters weren't selling out, but at the same time, they were selling tickets everywhere and they had so many showtimes. It was major. So the theater I was in was packed and we were loving every minute of it. Just talking about how people showed up in all of their different like African attire and African or Black Pride outfits. I thought that was like amazing to see personally. I know there's kind of a debate going on about like why are people dressing up or like when did this become a Black Power thing? Yeah, to be totally honest, my own grandmother absolutely positively thought that this Black Panther movie was about the Black Panther civil rights group. And she was disappointed when she found out that it is based off of a comic that is not real. But I think that's what a lot of people were thinking. But hey, I love that people participated and showed up in their costumes anyway. Me, I wore a t-shirt, a Black Panther t-shirt that I got from Target. That's really cute, by the way. But other than that, like, I thought it was great. People dress up for Star Wars, Harry Potter, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. Like, they dress up for everything. And I know that when the stars of this movie actually had their official Marvel premiere party, the whole cast dressed up along with other celebrities as well. So I think that regular everyday people, we just piggybacked off of exactly what the celebrities themselves did. Plus, it was just exciting. It's like you see like a black superhero on screen and it's something to be proud of. And I would love to join in on the movement and wear the costumes. A lot of people did like the dots on their face for like the makeup. The theater I was in, like they had on like the little African like prints and stuff. Somebody had like a huge Wakanda like contraption on their head. It was great. I really did love every minute of it because it was just like people just showing up, like showing like their support for the movie and what it stands for. So there were a lot of African elements in this movie because, of course, it is all centered around this made up African country, Wakanda, which is supposed to be the most advanced country, hidden third world country in the world. They're advanced in technology in every way possible. Hence, the Black Panther, his suit is like super fast, bulletproof, sleek, extremely advanced. Without getting into too much detail about the movie, I would say that the black women represented in this movie made me extremely proud as a black woman. So it showed just like black women in general in a really great light. The women were leaders, but at the same time, they knew how to follow, but then their opinions were also respected at the same time. So I really appreciated that. It showed them as really intelligent beings, which we are. But his little sister, I believe her name was Shuri. That's a lot of everyone's favorite character in the movie. She was the one that she basically creates all of the new technology and upgrades to his suits and different things like that. She also heals people with her technology. Michonne. Her name's not Michonne. If there's any Walking Dead fans out there that are watching me, you know exactly. I believe her name is Danae. She played Okoye in Black Panther, and she had like the spear, the bald head with the spear, and there's one scene in particular. Without going into details, she basically pulls out her like spear skills, and you see like Michonne from Walking Dead, you see her on screen in Black Panther. Like it was an amazing moment. Like they were like so fierce and they weren't scared of anything. Other character that needs to be named for sure would be Lupita. So Lupita was kind of like his love interest in the movie, Black Panther's love interest. She did an amazing job. Now I'm going to admit, okay, I don't want to lose my black card for this, but I did not see it like any other movie Lupita was in. I mean, I know she was in other movies, but they just weren't of interest to me. So I didn't see them. I've seen her on screen and in magazines everywhere. So this was my first time seeing her showcase her acting skills, and I could say like I applaud her. She did a great job. She did a really good job in this movie. The other person that we definitely have to mention is Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett had the gray hair in this movie, but they were gray dreads. Like her skin is just always perfect. Her muscles are so toned. Angela Bassett did a great job. Um, I think she's a great actress, but I think she gave just the right amount of effort in the role that she had in this movie. She wasn't too much. She was just perfect. She was the Black Panther's mother. And her character was never like super loud or overbearing. It was like that perfect balance of like, I'm your mother and I'm going to be respected and I'm wise, but also you're the king and I'm going to respect you. So I thought it was a great blend. She did great as well. Have to mention guy from Get Out. What is his name? Daniel Kaluuya. He played Wakabi in Black Panther. Now, yeah, when he first came on the screen, I was like, oh, Get Out. It's Get Out. Like, yo, I forgot his name from Get Out, but he did great in Get Out. First of all, I didn't realize he was so tall. Like, he's super tall in Black Panther, and he didn't seem that tall in Get Out. But whatever. When we first saw him in the movie, I was so excited to see him because he's also on the Netflix series Black Mirror. He's great in that series as well. So I thought that it was great seeing him on screen. However, as his storyline began to unfold, I was like, you know what? Kill him. Y'all gonna have to kill him. So, but he's still living and breathing in this movie. So that's one spoiler. Okay, anybody else? Oh, anybody else? The two main people. Okay, so we have T'Challa, which is the Black Panther, which is Chadwick Boseman, and then we have Michael B. Jordan, which is the villain, and I'll get to that in a minute, known as Eric Killmonger. So, without getting into too much detail about the characters, in case you haven't seen it, at some point when you watch this movie, you're gonna have to be faced with: Am I on T'Challa's side or am I on Killmonger's side? Honestly, it's two different sides of the same coin, and Michael B. Jordan was that villain where you're like, is he a villain? Because I understand him. You didn't want him to die, but you kind of wanted him to die because you're rooting for Black Panther because the movie is Black Panther. You see Black Panther so much in this movie that you become attached to his character. So when another character challenges him, you automatically don't want them to win, but Michael B. Jordan did such a great job in this movie. He did amazing. There he has a lot of really great quotable lines in this movie as well that I'm sure if you get on social media you will see. But it's difficult trying to determine would I side with T'Challa or Killmonger. I think I understand both sides. And honestly, in this movie, it really made me, after leaving the movie, I felt proud, because I felt proud because it was a movie that was like extremely positive and there was a lot of messages behind it, regardless if you were black or white or other. I think that it really makes you want to dig into your roots and find out who you are and where you come from and your history, so that that can help you determine um, who you're going to be in the future. What direction are you going to go in life? And I don't know if there's a lot of people out there, I'm sure there are, like me, that watch Breakfast Club's interviews. So the main character, the Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, he was actually on the Breakfast Club. I think it was Friday or so, the day the movie came out. And I didn't fully understand his interview because he was being very vague, like I am now, because he didn't want to give away the movie. So I actually went back to rewatch his interview after I saw the movie, and I have a much better understanding of it now. He mentioned in the movie that he mentioned in his interview that Charlemagne did like ancestry DNA. He went to ancestry.com, and Chadwick Boseman went a step further and he did like African ancestry, where he was able to find like exactly what tribe he came from and the history of his tribe and give him a bunch of explicit details. So I could say, walking away from this movie, that's what it made me want to do. Now, I think that everybody that's like black or has like a darker skin tone assumes like I am from Africa. Okay, but are you sure from Africa? Like, you could be from another country where there's primarily brown people, or what specific part of Africa are you from? Or maybe you're a good mix of another background as well. So I know a lot of people take that, and you might find out you have European in you, you have Irish in you, you have some type of like Native American, or you have some type of Hispanic heritage or something in you. Like, you don't know. So I personally feel like I still want to do the ancestry DNA to find out everything about myself, and whatever the biggest percentage is, I will dig into it deeper from there. But this movie definitely made me want to do that. I think you get a sense of pride and appreciation in knowing where you come from and your history. And I think that's for everyone across the board, regardless if you're black or you're white. I think it's very important to know where you come from, and maybe you can understand yourself a little bit more. So that's definitely the step I'm going to take. But I know personally, I didn't take my kids to go see this movie. But I am going to take them to go see it, because I think it's important for them. I have two little girls. Of course, they're black. Me and their dad are black. And I think it's good. I take them, they've seen all kinds of characters on screen, regardless of their skin tone. But I definitely want them to see a black superhero, just like they I can show them pictures of a black president. You can see your mommy and daddy are both really successful, because we get a mix of bad things in media, but then these good things are being mixed in there as well. And I think that's important for all kids to see. Some kids, you can tell when you first make contact with them, they haven't seen anybody of another race like their entire lives. Like, I've had some kids look at me and it was like their first time seeing a black person ever in life. So I don't think that's good for anybody, because that's not the real world. And as years go by, the world, in my opinion, will become more and more mixed. It won't just be predominantly one race or another. So I think it's really important. I thought it was amazing seeing all of those black actors and actresses on screen, and then also seeing like their white counterparts working together with them, and there was no friction. One funny line in the movie was when one of the white males in the movie was injured, and they brought him into Wakanda, and the little sister says, "Oh, another little broken white boy for me to fix." But she said it in a joking way, and it was comedic relief. And there were people of all colors in the theater I was in, and everybody was cracking up laughing. And so I thought that was good, because I don't like always seeing division between races, because I feel like in America it's divide and conquer, and I don't like the fact that it's easy for all races to just divide. But if we could work together, then we can conquer everybody else. But if we're tearing each other apart from the inside, then I feel like we have no hope. So seeing a movie like Black Panther and seeing everyone work together, and no one was more superior than another, I thought that that was great. So I think there's a lot of lessons to be learned in the movie. I definitely will pay my money to go and see this movie again, and I'm gonna have to add this to my movie collection. Um, but all in all, it was great. It was really great to look at Michael B. Jordan. It was really great. But I mean, most women say that. I really like T'Challa too. Apparently, he has a 5-movie deal. So we'll be seeing a lot of Black Panther. So I'm super excited about that. Also, if you do go and see the movie, make sure you wait through the credits. There is a additional scene that happens after the movie is over, like towards the beginning of the credits. And then even after that scene, wait all the way until the end of the credits, and then you'll see another additional scene, which shows the next movie probably. So it does say we will see the return of Black Panther in the Avengers, the next Avengers, I believe. So I am pretty excited about that. I love the Avengers as well. So, please let me know your thoughts below if you want to go see it. If you want to talk about spoilers in the comments, I'm all for that. I just didn't want to say too many spoilers in the video, but I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, yes. And if you guys have any ideas for any additional videos that you may be interested in seeing from me, let me know down low. Down below in the comments. I'm trying to figure out something else. I know that I do a lot of reviews, but hey, maybe there's something else that could be beneficial and would be fun to talk about. But anywho, as always, if you made it this far in the video and you're not a member of this family, you may as well subscribe. Check me out at mrsblogaholic.com. Click that subscribe button. Bye.